You're going to catch hell with T.I. in the verses. I'm just trying to tell y'all now. I don't care who it is.
I would love to see that, man.
Yeah, T.I. actually needs the verses because y'all need a reminder, all right? Y'all need a reminder of the catalog of one Clifford Harris.
You know, one thing T.I. did say in that interview is he said he heard that Jay-Z and Lil Wayne were going to do a versus. So I wonder how accurate that is. I just wonder how accurate that is. If he heard it from somebody.
I'd rather see T.I. versus Lil Wayne, Jay-Z versus Nas. I don't want to see no Jay-Z.
That's what I would
T.I.
see.
and Wayne make a lot more sense.
I'm surprised. I don't even think Jay would get on that stage. I just don't see that doesn't seem like something Jay would do.
Well, I just wrote the question down so we can
ask. It's 2 different eras, right?
What question?
2 different eras.
Is there a versus for real?
It's 2 different eras.
Jay and Wayne?
No, hell no. Jay-Z been. I mean, Lil Wayne been around since 1997.
7.
I don't think people understand.
But he was just so young.
Lil Wayne been around for a long
He was just so young.
time. There's been a lot of different variations of Lil Wayne.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get to the latest.
Okay, guys, so Taylor Swift, she did some gifting, and this is something that she's done before. She did it a few years ago, but she gifted her team reportedly over $197 million in holiday bonuses.
$197 million?
Yeah, so this is the team that works on her Eras tour. So it's a big team. So this goes from everybody that contributed to the concert. So production staff, assistants to carpenters, dancers, band members. So she released a clip on Friday from a documentary series that she does. It's called The End of an Era, and this was the 2nd episode, and she is recording as she's giving out the bonuses. Let's take a listen.
Bonus day is so important because setting a precedent with the Eras tour is really important to me, because people who work on the road, if the tour grosses more, they get more of a bonus. And these people just work so hard, and they are the best at what they do. So every single person on the crew, I've handwritten them a note. It took me a couple weeks, but it's fun to write the notes. It's like fun to think about everybody's lives that they're going to go back to, and the time off they're going to have, and the kids they haven't seen because they've been away from months, and making that worthwhile for them. It feels like Christmas morning when you finally get to say thank you. Everybody has the same message on their card, so I was hoping you could open it.
My full gratitude doesn't come from a bank, but here's dollars just to say thanks. Love, Taylor.
Why they believe
He's emotional. Oh my God, do you need a hug? Are you okay?
I'm gonna pass out.
Because he was talking about the money number. So let's be clear.
Yeah, how much did each person get?
Okay, so they bleeped it out, so we don't know exactly, but the Eras tour has been happening for a few years, right? So this is a different leg of the tour. So in August of 2023, she wrapped the first North American leg of the tour, and back then, People magazine, that she had given out more than $55 million in bonuses. And now this is the 2nd leg of this tour, and this doesn't even just include the people I mentioned. It also includes like the people who are doing wardrobe, the physical therapists, even the truck drivers who are driving things around for like the production of the sets.
If there's 100 people on this tour, she gave out $1.9 million to each person?
There's way more than 100 people is what I'm trying to tell you.
Listen,
the Eras tour is a huge production, and it's been over the different legs and over the amount of years.
So basically, the tour exceeded expectations. They made more money than they thought they would make. She's giving people bonuses. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
That's a great Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is she hiring?
Where are you going, Envy?
I'm just asking.
We got a wedding to pay for.
You never know. He's preparing.
Okay, y'all stop talking like that. Y'all had me all messed up earlier.
You never know.
He got a wedding to pay for. He got a wedding to pay for.
I got 6 kids. You never know.
Yeah, and I want to correct his name too. Jamon
Philip Rivers just had to come back and play football. This man got 10 kids. He had to come back and play football. Ain't nobody got time to be on the sidelines, okay, because they ain't got no job.
That's right. It's tough out there.
It is. It's very tough out there. But shout out to Taylor Swift for taking care of her people, because a lot of those people get overlooked. Now, in other conversations about performances and shows, you guys know the Boys Mind Tour wrapped over the weekend.
They
down
gave
in
out
Florida.
bonuses too?
I know that.
I don't know what they gave out in bonuses, but I'm bringing that in because Mathew Knowles sat down for a conversation, and in this conversation he talks about being overlooked, and he says that he thinks he's overlooked as Beyonce's manager and Destiny's Child manager because he's a black father. Let's take a listen.
Beyonce was the #1 female artist of the decade from 2000 to 2009. Don't take my word, just go research it. Mm-hmm. Guess who was the #1 female group in the world?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
The name you own.
Mm-hmm. But the other part of that, if I was a white manager,
you'd be considered.
I would be considered the #1 manager ever. So I never get that respect that's deserved.
Why do you think that is? Because you're her,
because he's black.
Or is it because you're her daddy too? You're black and
what
her
about
father.
all the other fathers?
I don't think it's
They
that.
don't give a lot of fathers credit, bro, for what they've done.
Jessica Simpson's father. But they give him credit?
I said for a father and being black. Because even if you look at Brandy's mother,
Simpson.
like we all know that she was the beast behind the scenes. They never talk
Even
about her.
Usher's mother, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. Manager was black.
Jay Wright, yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Jay Wright is black.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
don't
come
get
on.
credit.
He don't, yeah, sure.
Oh, if
I never
Mathew
heard
Knowles
nothing
felt like
about-
that, how you think Joe Jackson feel?
Yeah, I was
like,
literally
no.
about to say that.
I feel
And I
like
never
Joe
heard of Jessica Simpson's father.
I don't know who the hell Jessica Simpson daddy is. I don't know what Heineken was talking about.
Never
just now.
heard that.
That was Heineken. That was the Bag Fuel guys. That was the interview that they did. I didn't mention that in the beginning. Apologies. But I feel like Joe Jackson gets mentioned all the time.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
But he still gets mentioned.
Yeah,
like,
but not in a good
But not
way.
in a good way.
Not for the
Yeah,
success that his kids
but
have had. It's
I-
always for being too stern,
Being
for
too
beating
strict,
them,
yeah.
too strict, and all that.
I mean, it's sad, but I mean, at least he's being mentioned. It started making me think about people.
What?
Because, like, to what
I mean,
Matthew
I'm
was
with
saying,
you. I'm
what
with you.
Matthew
I'm
was-
like, I've always heard about Joe Jackson, and I did
Yeah.
not
But not
only
in a
hear
good
bad.
way.
We
no,
get what you're
me
saying.
myself, my personal ears have not always heard bad things about him.
When you
always
hear
heard-
about him?
Until the movie came. I mean, like, he had them boys, like, he's responsible
They were
for how
working.
disciplined they are and how
overworked
they're
them.
structured and everything.
Too
All right,
disciplined.
I get it,
Get it.
but I've heard about things. I've heard good and bad things about Joe.
Took their childhood away. We all heard on the nasty
and
things.
salute
mean-
to Mathew Knowles. What he accomplished
I
with
agree.
Destiny's Child is fantastic. But Joe Jackson gave us the Jackson 5, which led to Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson.
Tito Jackson.
Yep.
God bless the dead.
But I also started thinking about other managers that don't get mentioned that are just black, but black men and women. Because he mentioned Usher's mom, and she did like a whole series with Own talking about how she was so instrumental in his career in the beginning and just being one of the first people to get like an office and a studio and a music studio all in one. I feel like Mona Scott Young doesn't get mentioned a lot too with different artists that she worked with, like
That's
Missy
facts.
What you mean, what
Elliott.
artist?
Missy Elliott,
Busta.
Busta Rhymes. She works with Tyrese right now. Like
She used to be a manager?
Yes,
Yes.
She still
violated.
is. She's still
Violated. Yeah, she owned Violated with
big.
Chris Lighty.
Nice.
Who was part of LL Cool J, 50 Cent at one point.
Never
There's a host
heard
of-
that.
She did the whole. She started loving hip hop.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
she
I mean,
knows
yeah,
that.
that's what I know.
But a lot
That's
of people
that's
don't.
the only way I know
I feel
her.
like a lot of people know her for that, but they don't connect the dots of like the big music executive career she had before coming
No,
into
we
that.
do.
Y'all,
We older.
but
Yeah.
y'all are older, but y'all are
Right.
also entrenched in like entertainment.
And all you gotta
too.
do is read. You know the concert power sessions. You look at the bottom of it, you see a name on it.
I know that,
Oh, okay.
but a lot of people don't. Shout out to I think it's Mona Me. Shout out to Mona Me Productions. I know that, but a lot of people don't. They don't mention it when they bring her
Mona
up.
Me Entertainment.
Mona's
Yeah.
a beast.
Also,
Mona's a
too,
move.
we're acting like the manager role is a role that gets a lot of credit, period. Like, managers are usually the unsung heroes.
Yeah, but now they're becoming more like Scooter Braun is a lot of people know his name.
The Scooter's done a lot of outside of management though.
But still, people know Scooter Braun's name, and he's not a artist. He doesn't get on stage and perform.
You know,
I
Scooter's white
still
too.
think a lot of that.
Part of what
but-
he was saying.
That-
but,
exactly.
Yeah, but I also still think a lot of that is inside baseball as well. Like, if you ask the
Yeah,
average person who the hell Scooter Braun is, they probably
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, I'm tired of being the one that don't look like they don't know nothing. But yeah, I've heard Scooter Braun, but don't know who he is. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, they got some credit today. Shout out to Mathew Knowles and all the work that he has put in. Now, in the next hour, because we didn't get to it here, and some of the things we were talking about, speaking of Brandy, Monica, Ray J is standing on his RICO claims against the Kardashians, and he's blaming ChatGPT. So we will talk all about that.
Jesus Christ. All right, thank you, Lauren. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
For after the hour, man, there's a young man named Keon Baxter. I think Loren LoRosa knows him. He's from Delaware. You know any Baxter's from Delaware?
No.
She definitely do.
You're
That's a
liar.
lie.
I don't know
You're a
if
liar.
Baxter from
Delaware
Delaware.
this big.
No,
Okay.
it's not. We don't all know each other.
We'll see when
All
we
right.
come back.
We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?